It's another edition of Fast Facts Live, coming to you fast, coming to you live, coming to you fact. I'm your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, and as always, I'm here with the man who makes the show run, coming to you live from Amsterdam, Tom Hillmeyer. How are you, Tom?
God, I wish I was in Amsterdam.
Right?
I've never been. That'd be cool.
It's cool.
Yeah?
I went to the red light district with my parents.
That sounds like a heck of a time.
Twice.
Twice?
Yes.
Why?
The first time that I went, it was too early. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So none of the women were in the doors offering their services to people.
Were you going to take them up on those
I was not. It was just
Okay.
a sightseeing thing. It's what you do when you're there. You go, you look,
I
they
love how
go, come here. And
I
you go,
love how
"No."
we advertise this as a family show, and we started off with the red light district of Amsterdam.
Now wait, the story isn't over. So I was with my parents, which was already awkward enough when there wasn't anyone there, and I wasn't all that disappointed. I was like, okay, it's fine. I can figure what this is like when it's busy, when it's poppin', as the kids say.
It's poppin'.
Yes. But my mom was very disappointed on my behalf. She was like, oh no, it's fine. We'll come back later. It's fine. You'll get to see it. You know, it was already super awkward. And then we did go back later, and it was even more awkward. And then,
Can we just start the show?
not yet, because we were walking to get dinner another night, and we saw some red lights not in the actual red light district, and we were like, hey mom, guess what, that's the red light district. And it was a mini red light district. It was like 3 doors.
Is that like a mini red light district?
Yeah.
It's like a minivan, but
Amsterdam is strange, is what I'm
is
saying.
the mini red light district just a Honda Odyssey with a bunch of red lights in it?
It's actually a Mini Cooper.
It's worse.
Yeah, I know.
There's no room in there. There's no
room in there.
stow and go seating in a.
Hey.
Wait, that's a Grand Caravan.
You know, let's
Should we?
go over the rules of how to play this game.
Should we really?
Yeah, we're doing a trivia show. Did you know that?
All right, let's do this.
Here's how you play Fast Facts Live. For those of you who don't know, we have 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You have the Hail Mary question at the end, which is worth 50% of your score if you get it right, nothing if you get it wrong. 30 seconds to answer each question, one at a time. You can do double or nothing for 1 round of the game, where it doubles your score if you get every question right. And you send your answers to ChartyBot. And don't cheat, or Charty will eat you.
ChartyBot won't do anything. ChartyBot don't care, but Charty will eat you.
6 to 8 weeks, business time. Charty will show up at your front door and be, "Ah!" and then go chomp. And that's it. That's how the game works.
What do we use to ship Charty that it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get there?
DHL.
Oh, nobody uses DHL.
Exactly. We got a great rate. They don't care if you put your animals in cardboard boxes. They'll ship them anyway.
Hey, we should really use the U.S. Postal Service and
We should.
give them some business by
Yes.
shipping humanoid animal hybrid things.
Omnipotent almost humans? Can we ship them through the mail?
Omnipotent almost humans.
If that is not somebody's team name next week, I'm going to be very disappointed in all of you.
You better write that down.
Yes. Omnipotent almost humans. Omnipotent spelled the usual way. Almost
usual
humans
way.
also spelled the usual way.
Okay.
Speaking of the usual way, let's go over the team names.
Oh, okay.
Haha, I snuck that one up on you,
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
did. I was going to bring you to the... Okay, go ahead.
Haha, we have Boomer and the Jets, the Hawk and the Chipmunk, Almost Out, the Trumpets, BQQ Frogs, Social Quiztensing, good name, Tom's Fan Club, again, Cashews in Your Mouth. Thanks for keeping the name. Big fan of that one. Diners, Fast Facts, and Lives. I have a request for you. Can you please tell Cashews in Your Mouth to not use that name next week? It Ain't Over Till It's Over, all one word. Shepherd's Pie Poppies. Miami Vice. The Right Winks. I don't know. Olaf's Cool Kids Who Are Not Instagram Trolls.
Oh,
Quiz Cats. and Just Dance avatars. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Let's get into the game.
Sure.
And round 1 is Avast Ye. Yes, it's a category about pirates, Arg, Walk the Plank, etc. I've played a pirate in multiple shows.
Ouch.
I'm large. I can't act, I can't sing, I can't dance, but I can stage presence. Question number 1. Port Royal, Tortuga, and Nassau were all lousy with pirates for over 100 years as piracy ran rampant in what region? 30 seconds. Hope you sent your answer into ChartyBot. It's time for question number 2. Pirates and other sea-going folk in the 18th century started eating limes to stave off what affliction? Cuestiones numero 3. Captain Feathersword is the pirate who loves to dance and will show you how for what Australian children's musical group? Question number 4. In pirate lore, where do shipwrecked and drowned sailors go? And our last question in this seafaring category. Modern piracy was dramatized in a 2013 Tom Hanks film where he portrayed the captain of a cargo ship that was hijacked off the coast of what country? And that is the end of round 5. Be sure to get in your last answer to ChartyBot. Make sure you do that. If you want to double or nothing on this category, do it! I bet you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean at least twice. Do you know there are 5 of them? There are 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
I've seen the first 3.
Yeah, that's really all that you need.
But then, like, the 2 characters leave.
Yeah.
2 actors aren't in the rest of them.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley.
That's it.
Playing the roles of Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley.
Just, yeah, pretty accurate.
I also want to point out that the last question that we had said modern piracy. Modern piracy has been dramatized at the beginning of every DVD that you've ever bought. Because, remember, You wouldn't download a car.
Yeah, I would.
I'd
if I
download
could.
a car.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Vroom.com, where you can buy a car on the internet.
I prefer vroom.vroom, where you can vroom. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's go to round 2. It's beginning to look a lot like fall time. That's right. I'm wearing a sweater. I tried to turn my heat on and it didn't work. My car was covered in leaves for some reason, despite not being parked under a tree. That means that it's autumn.
Oh, you found a spot that's not under a tree?
I did,
Great.
but all the leaves go onto my car. It's a magnet. And speaking of magnets, question number 1. On what day does meteorological fall begin? Please word this in month and then day. For example, like February 14th. Question 2. Leaves change color in the fall due to the breakdown of what photosynthetic pigment? Question number 3. According to the USDA, which state harvests the most pumpkins
Whoa.
each year?
You went out of focus.
Whoa! Now that I'm back in focus, question number 4. In 2006, Indiana joined all but one other state in observing daylight savings time. What is the only U.S. state that doesn't observe daylight savings time? And question number 5. Abraham Lincoln set a national Thanksgiving Day on the final Thursday of November. Which president moved that to the second to last Thursday due to business reasons? Hey, that's it for round number 2. Get in your final answer to ChartyBot. Double or nothing if you're a crazy little pumpkin head, like I know that you all are. Hopefully you don't come around Billy Corgan then, because he's known for smashing pumpkins. Thank you. I met Billy Corgan once. He used to run a tea shop in Highland Park, which is the town next to my hometown. My friend was performing there. I didn't know it was Billy Corgan when he walked in. He was carrying a box of fruits. I saw him and I said, "You got some fruits?" And he said, "Yep." And that's the story of how I met Billy Corgan. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a little bit with the answers to rounds 1 and 2 and more stories about my interactions with Billy Corgan. Don't go anywhere. without warning, I'm back on your screens. No countdown, no intro, no nothing. It just goes from our break to me.
That'll be a next season thing.
No, we need to have to be more abrupt. Like, can we add like a record scratch sound effect every time we come back?
Well, we should do at least like a 30-second countdown
Yes.
for us to come back from break, or just standardize our break times.
Yes. Or, hear me out, the sound of glass shattering.
We don't.
And somebody can we do it where you have like directional sound that we're broadcasting and it sounds like somebody's breaking into their home every time we come back from a break? Here at Fast Facts Live, I provide the bad ideas and Tom does all the good ones.
That's more true than you think.
Yeah. It is.
I'm kidding. You
it
have
is.
good ideas.
Yeah, once in a blue moon, and I don't know if
Ooh,
you've
a blue
noticed
moon
recently,
is a great idea.
but the moon has not been blue in a while.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go over the answers. But before we do that, join our Patreon. You wouldn't download a car, but you would upload currency to us, which is what you can do with Patreon. Am I out of focus now?
Yeah, because I switched it to manual focus.
Even better. Look at this hand. It's me reaching out through the screen to you, asking for your money. I found $10 on the street today. If you give to us on Patreon, it helps us make the show better. We have 3 tiers, 4 tiers. I don't know how many tiers. It says right there. We have 3 tiers.
It's on the screen.
I
in front
know.
of your eyes,
I know. Lowest is $4 a
Dad.
month.
2 screens.
I know. My wires are getting crossed. Lowest is $4 a month, or you want to donate like 30 cents to us, you can at our website.
That's not set up right now.
It's not set up right now, but just think about it.
It will be.
It will be. I believe in Tom. I was going to say us, but it's not me. So if you want to give to us, please do. Thank you to everybody who supports us, and for those of you who don't support us, still thank you for playing. Now let's go over the answers. For Avast ye answers, Port Royal, Tortuga, and Nassau. Nassau? I don't know. Sure. Were lousy with pirates for over 100 years as piracy ran rampant in what region? Aha, it's the Caribbean, not the Bahamas. I said the Bahamas. No.
Bahamas is a country.
Yes, it's also a Tommy. Tommy Bahama.
Oh.
Yes, my clothing of choice. Question 2. Pirates and other seagoing folk in the 18th century started eating limes to stave off what affliction? Scurvy. Scurvy. Arr. Did you do this category because it's Talking to Pirate Day on Saturday?
No, but I totally knew that because it's September 19th every year.
Arr. Question 3. Captain Feathersword, my name when I go to the red light district in Amsterdam, is the pirate who loves to dance and will show you how for what Australian children's musical group? The Wiggles. Question 4. In pirate lore, where do shipwrecked and drowned sailors go? No, not to a farm upstate, but Davy Jones's locker, which is in a middle school in the deep south. And question 5. Modern piracy was dramatized in a 2013 Tom Hanks film where he portrayed the captain of a cargo ship that was hijacked off the coast of what country? Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now in Somalia. Moving on to round number 2. It's beginning to look a lot like fall time. Tom informs me that the subtitle on this category was, you may call it autumn, but I prefer to call it fall.
No, the other way around.
You may call it fall, but I prefer to call it autumn, which is a Barney the Dinosaur quote. I grew up in a big Barney the Dinosaur household, and none of it stuck with me. Absolutely nothing.
Clearly.
Yeah. Anyway, question 1. On what day does meteorological fall begin? Meteorological, not astrological, because that is September 1st. Astrological fall is September 21st. Question 2. Leaves change color in the fall due to the breakdown of what photosynthetic pigment? That is chlorophyll. Not just green, but good try. Question 3. According to the USDA, which state harvests the most pumpkins each year? I didn't know this. I was surprised by this. It's Illinois. I don't know what state I would have expected. Pennsylvania, because it sounds like Transylvania?
Yeah, I would have expected the Northeast.
Yeah. But no. It's Illinois. Question 4. In 2006, Illinois' annoying brother Indiana joined all but one other state in observing daylight savings time. What is the only U.S. state that doesn't observe daylight savings time? I would like to apologize to all our Indiana viewers for insulting the Hoosier state.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, no. The answer is Arizona, the only state that does not observe daylight savings time. And question 5. Abraham Lincoln set a national Thanksgiving Day on the final Thursday of November. Which president moved that to the second to last Thursday due to business reasons? Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Cool. Let's move on to round number 3. I hope you have your typing ready, your fingers ready, because this round is about insects. It's been a rough week, and Tom couldn't think of a better category. Where you're just looking at all the bugs that keep trying to get into our building and going, you. I write about you now.
Yeah.
Because it is autumnal around here, all the bugs are trying to get inside. So our vestibules, packed with bugs.
Oh my god.
It's like going through a jungle, but not in any way, shape, or form aside from the bugs. And the lion. Yeah. Question 1. You can tell the 2 leafcutter ants apart by their hard outer shell, which is also called a what? Question number 2. Bumblebees and wasps are among species that engage in robbing flowering plants of what without passing on the plant's pollen in return? For a brief reminder before we go on to question number 3, this category is about insects. Insects. Not a homophone. Question 3. The cuckoo wasp is among the species that are true what? Unable to build a nest themselves. Number 4. The cocoons of the Bombyx mori moth are used to harvest what precious and useful material? And question 5. Which insect spends most of its life underground, only appearing above ground every couple of years for some Mountain Dew and to wash their hands? And that is the end of our insects category. Be sure to send in your last answer to ChartyBot. If you're a real bug loon like I am, be sure to double or nothing. Because you know me, I go crazy about bugs. I also go crazy about the Smashing Pumpkins. So much so that the reason I'm pausing so much is because I couldn't remember Billy Corgan's name. I don't have a story here. Let's go on to round 4. This category is non-musical, musical movies. Basically, we're going to show you screenshots from movies about music or very much involving music that aren't musicals. So you're not going to get a Mamma Mia or a Hairspray or something.
Or a La La Land.
Or a La La Land. Yes, I do have a specifically L.A. stutter that I use to my advantage just for that movie title. You're going to get other types of movies. For example, this movie that's number 1 and also is the clip that's playing in the background right now. 30 seconds. And it's time for film number 2. Just what is this? Question number 3, film number 3, movie number 3, small town creature from the Midwest. What movie is this? Oh, guess what? The round isn't over. There's still more to go. So please, won't you tell me? Is this a movie or a show? It's a movie. What movie is it? I don't have a rhyme for you this time, but please won't you tell me? In mime? No, I'm sorry. What movie is this? And that is the end of this category. Get in your last answer to ChartyBot. I would like to say, as the chef behind this category, Mastacholi. I think that means thank you in Italian, right? Right? I don't know.
Grazie.
We're going to be back in a little bit. A quick break. We're going to show you the answers after the break and round 5. So remember, in that old Italian saying, bibbidi bobbidi, don't go anywhere or your pizza will turn out a sloppity. Did you like that? Did you think that we crashed? No, we didn't crash. We're back. Tom decided to go to black first instead of me just popping up onto your screen.
I thought I'd give people some heads up.
Yeah, give them some warning
Yeah.
before I show up and ruin your evening. It's me.
Ruin it.
It's me.
We enhance everybody's evening.
Well, the game enhances everyone's evening.
We're just the facilitators of the game.
Yeah, the fact that I am part of the conduit for the game.
The conduit.
Yes. The only reason I know that word is because of the Wii game, The Conduit.
There's a Wii game?
Yeah, it was one of the only like shooter games on the Wii. I never had it, but they hyped it up in Nintendo Power all the time.
Wow.
Yes. I was cool. I subscribed to Nintendo Power.
That's actually pretty cool.
So much so that I was devastated when they stopped publishing it in
Aw.
December of 2012. And if you go through my photos on Facebook, you can see that I posted a picture of me holding up that last issue of Nintendo Power from my iMac camera. And the caption is, in quotes, sniffs like a tear, the last issue.
You must have been great to be friends with in
I was
8th grade.
really cool. No, that was freshman year. It was December of 2012. It was, yeah, the world ended in 2012. They stopped publishing Nintendo Power.
We've just been going downhill from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how to fix everything.
Start publishing Nintendo Power again, Nintendo. That's how we end this.
All right, we should go over the answers.
We should go over the answers. This category is about insects. This is a category about insects. You can tell two leafcutter ants apart by their hard outer shell, which keeps them from melting in your hand, but it melts in your mouth. What is it called? It is called an exoskeleton. Question 2. Bumblebees and wasps are among species that engage in robbing flowering plants of what without passing on the plant's pollen in return? They rob it of nectar, and I imagine they rob it like an old school train robbery. You just tell them it was the Bumblebee Gang. Question 3. The cuckoo wasp is among the species that are true what? Unable to build a nest themselves. They are true parasites. Everybody check your basement. Question 4. The cocoons of the Bombyx mori moth are used to harvest what precious and useful material? Silk. Almond milk. And question 5. Which insect spends most of its life underground, only appearing above ground every couple of years to replenish their supply of Cheetos and Mountain Dew? They are, of course, talking about cicadas, or as I like to call them, cicadas. I don't like when the time changes. It really messes with my circadian rhythm.
That's where they got it from.
That's it.
Because the cicadas are like a time-centered insect.
I don't believe that at all.
You can choose what you want to believe.
Facts aren't real, folks.
Well,
No, are you being serious? Or are you making that
No.
up? Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Okay,
have
you
no
made me
idea.
feel bad for a
What do you
second.
think I am? I'm not a time scientist.
A time scientist.
Doctor Who. He's probably a time. He or she is probably a time scientist.
They're called The Doctor, Tom,
Sorry.
not Doctor Who.
Sorry.
We're going to have two very angry viewers.
You think Doc Brown is considered a time doctor?
Yeah.
He's like a physicist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going around for.
Yes. Time doctors. No. Musical, non-musical, musical, 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 Buffalo, 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 Buffalo movies. Number 1. Not my tempo. Are you rushing or dragging? Other quotes from the movie Whiplash, 2014.
Whiplash.
Movie number 2. Most excellent, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The first one. Watch Bill and Ted Face the Music. It's on demand now. It's really good. It's very fun. Question number 3. Small town creature from the Midwest. They're a ban on dancing. Don't mind me. I'm going to go punch dance in an empty warehouse from my far too powerful car speaker playing the song Never by Moving Pictures. Too specific, it's Footloose.
How long
Question.
did it take you to practice that?
Right off the top of my head. Number 4. Haven't seen this one, but please, Mr. Kennedy, don't send me to space. It's Inside Llewyn Davis. And yes, that is how you spell Llewyn. You've Llewyned me. I'm nothing. And question 5. Not gonna quote the song, but it's straight out of Compton. Let's move on to round 5. The toss bag, everybody's favorite throw it around, hey dad, wanna have a catch category. Question number 1, what is a group of apes called? As the car that is just wailing on its horn goes past without letting up, let's go to question number 2. Ben Affleck and Paramount have acquired the rights to create a movie depicting the making of what classic Jack Nicholson film about water in La, directed by a man Hollywood would rather forget. 30 seconds. And question number 3. What is the syndrome called where people think they're on a reality show? Question number 4, and the question that you all should get right. What's the largest city in Delaware? And our last question before the Hail Mary. What is the only number that can't be represented in Roman numerals? And that is the end of our grab, toss, bag. Dad, why won't you play catch with me? It's a sunny day. Come on, let's go outside.
Wow.
Category. Send in your answers to ChartyBot. If you haven't already, please do so. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm just giving you a quick pause before we move on to the Hail Mary question. There are also a lot more cars honking down the street from us now. Something's happening. Wow, it's dark out. I couldn't see anything. Now it's time for the Hail Mary question. It is worth 50% of your total score if you get it right. Now the motorcycles are coming along too, and let me tell you, they do not have mufflers. If you get this question wrong, don't worry, no harm, no foul. But if you get it right, it's everything.
No,
I haven't given us...
It's exactly half.
It's exactly half. I haven't given a scoring update at all during the game, I just realized.
It's on the bottom.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, the question. It is American law that any citizen can discover an island on Earth and claim it for themselves and the United States, just as long as it has what resource used as fertilizer? 30 seconds. Hey, that's it. That was the Hail Mary question. Hopefully you got it right. Hopefully you've sent in your answer to ChartyBot now. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the winner of this week's edition of Fast Facts Live, so don't go anywhere. I promise you, I won't go anywhere because it's getting a little chilly outside and I'm not wearing shoes. We'll be right back. We're back. We're fast. We're fact.
Wait, were all those things?
And we're live.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for that.
Right? I wasn't either. Let's go over the answer. Let's just get into it. We're coming down to the wire, guys. We have a Patreon. You can give us money. Do you know that I found $10 on the ground today? It was weird. I said that before. I'll say it again. I found $10 on the ground today. If you give us $10 or less or more or whatever you want on Patreon, it helps us make the show better. And it helps us finally escape to Barbados. Why'd you say hey?
We just got a $10 patron as you said that.
Hey, thank you!
It's Kate Lepp.
From my Aunt Kate Lepp. Hopefully that was not just a drug-induced donation due to your oopsie daisy, as I'll call it, from your injury. Hopefully you are healing well. But thank you for your donation.
That's also because that puts us over the edge.
Uh-huh.
This show is now self-sufficient.
Yes! Yes!
We make enough money per month from Patreon to fund all of the prizes for every month.
Let me tell you guys, the show is now self-sufficient. Soon, ChartyBot will become Skynet, and we will bring upon the end of the world.
Sentient is the same thing as self-sufficient.
Exactly, 100% the same thing. Synonyms, homonyms, homophones. Let's go over the answers. For the toss bag category, question 1, what's a group of apes called? No, it's not a fraternity. It is a shrewdness. I don't get it. But
They're
it is
very
what
shrewd.
it is. Yeah. Question 2. Ben Affleck and Paramount have acquired the rights to create a movie depicting the making of what classic Jack Nicholson film about water in LA, directed by a man Hollywood would rather forget? I saw this question and I was like, Roman Polanski directed this? Because that's the man Hollywood would rather forget, and the answer is Chinatown. Question 3. What's the syndrome called where people think that they're on a reality show? Keeping up with the mental illness? Not quite. It is the Truman Show effect, or the Truman Show syndrome. Question 4. What is the largest city in Delaware? It's not Dover. It's Wilmington. We're going to slowly seep in more and more Delaware-based questions until this is Fast Delaware Facts Live. Get
we
ready.
should do a total special episode of just on Delaware.
Yeah. Lowest viewers yet.
We get the entire state of Delaware to watch.
It's just going to be the Biden family. Eh. And question 5. What's the only number that can't be represented by Roman numerals? You all got this right. I'm proud of you. It's 0. And I said you had 30 seconds. I really wish I said you had XXX seconds, but, you know, sometimes the moment passes you by. Hail Mary question. It is American law that any citizen can discover an island on Earth and claim it for themselves and the U.S. so long as it has what resource used as fertilizer? That is guano, also known as bird poop. Gross. That's gross. That's really gross. I don't like that.
I know. You can't have a law that just says you can declare islands. It's disgusting.
So if I
Find an island.
find an island and release a bird onto it
No.
and say that how do they check? Do they send someone out? I don't get
You're
it.
telling me America wants to check to see that they have more territory?
Yeah.
No, that's
No.
not how this works.
Yeah.
They just say, "Oh, it's ours now." Great.
it's ours, and yeah,
We're gonna add it to the
definitely
map.
uses- He uses bird poop. Sure.
We'll add it to the map and not make it a state.
Yeah. Ooh. Coming in hot with the territory takes here on Fast Facts Live. We have an out-and-out winner, so I'm just going to show you what the tiebreaker question is. How many islands have been claimed under the Guano Act of 1856? Unfortunately, the answer, it's 57. That is 58 islands too many.
Guess how many islands the U.S. currently still has possession of because of this act?
I'm going to guess 45.
There are 4.
4.
Yeah. The rest have been given up to other islands in the Pacific, like little countries like Tuvalu and stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But we still got 4 islands because they had bird poop on them and are still U.S. territory.
It is our God-given right to take any piece of rock that a bird has decided that is their toilet.
Manifest des poop.
Who was president in 1856?
I don't know.
It was before Lincoln.
It's after Lincoln. Right before Lincoln.
Yeah, it was literally right before Lincoln.
Oh, it's what's his name? Who brought us into the Civil War? I don't know. Somebody will text us and be like,
Yes, we will find that out. I'm going to look it up. Why not? It's the 15th president. James Buchanan.
"Oh yeah, oh yeah, the worst president we've ever had."
Nah,
Scraping the
he's
bottom
no
of the barrel.
Harding. Okay, let's go over the scores. In last place with 12 points, 2 teams tied, so that's a really good last place score. Good for you. I'm proud of you. It is Just Dance Avatars and It Ain't Over Till It's Over. In 15th place, we have a tie with 13 points. The Trumpets and Tom's Fan Club. So I'm sorry, Tom.
I didn't know I had a fan club.
Not
so-
too hot this week. In 14th place, we have Cashews in Your Mouth with 15 points. In 13th place, with 16 points, we have Olaf's Cool Kids, who are not Instagram trolls. In 12th place, we have BQQ Frogs with 16.5 points. In 11th place, Miami Vice, 17 points. 10th place, Quiz Cats with 19 points. 9th place, Boomer and the Jets with 23 points. In a tie for 7th, we have the Hawk and the Chipmunk and the Right Winks, both with 24 points. 5th place, Almost Out and Omnipotent Almost Humans with 25 points. In 3rd place, we have a tie between Social Quistancing and Diners, Fast Facts, and Lives with 26 points. In 2nd place, we have, with 37.5 points, which means that in 1st place, with 39 points, our winners this week, Shepherd's Pie Poppies. Congratulations to Shepherd's Pie Poppies on winning this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. We're very proud of you. We're very proud of you. Look at us. Look at us. We're very proud of you. Are we proud of them, Tom?
I'm incredibly proud of them.
Incredibly proud. So proud. So much so that you win an Amazon gift card. Congrats. And congrats on your win. Thank you to everybody who played along this week. It's always fun to have you here. Hopefully you come back next week for our next week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Tom, thank you for producing, as always.
Thank you for hosting.
Literally, as every week as we go forward, more and more things on the show could not happen without you. So, eventually, like, a robot arm is going to appear out of your back.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, it's in the other room.
Oh, good. Thank you, Charlie, for being here and interacting with the adoring fans. What was that? They put their talons into the air and waved them like they cared a lot. And thank you to you, everybody, for playing. As I said, please play along next week. Same fact time, same fact channel. I have been, will be, and continue to be Dan O'Keefe. Thank you for playing. See you next week. Stay safe. Have fun. Bye-bye.